Israel's government may be on the verge of collapse as the country grapples with its most basic identity. Is the country Jewish or democratic? Or is it both? Can it be both, as its 1948 Declaration of Independence demands? Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has backed a controversial nationalities bill that some call a sop to his right wing. If passed by the Senate, rather by the Knesset, it could make Jewish law the basis for Israel's legal system. An early draft would have removed Arabic as the official language, and while Israeli Arabs, who make up 20% of the population, would have individual rights, the new law would remove their national rights. Members of his cabinet, former security chiefs, and his own attorney general, not to mention the nation's president, as well as friends of Israel in the United States, have all condemned the proposal. And as Netanyahu holds crisis talks with coalition members in Jerusalem right now, Ahmad Tibi, an Arab member of the Knesset, joined me here in the studio to tell me that they will never accept the enshrining of second-class status. Ahmad Tibi, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
This bill, what will it do to relations between Israel's Arabs and its Jews?
It will says definitely that according to the law, Jews are superior, Arabs are inferior, and this is an official racial discrimination. We say that all the time. We said that according to the basic law of Israel, because Israel has no constitution, Jewish and democratic, the definition of the State of Israel for the last 30 years, is oxymoron. You cannot be democratic, believing in equality between all citizens, and define yourself as an ethnic definition Jewish. This bill of Benjamin Netanyahu, the nationality bill, is totally prove what I said during the last decades, that in Israel, Israel is democratic towards Jews and Jewish towards Arabs.
Well, then let me play you this little bit of an interview with the Minister of Tourism, Uzi Landau, who says, no, you will have your equal rights.
It's a natural basic law that is saying what is clear to every country, that Israel is Jewish and democratic, as France is French and democratic, and Britain is British and democratic. That is, there is an identity to the country, but at the same time, all of the rights of all of the citizens, of all minorities, are fully respected.
Now, it must be said that he is one of the right-wing ministers and MPs who have pushed this through. Isn't he right, though? All your rights will be respected. It says so in Israel's Declaration of Independence.
Definitely no. Yes, France is French and democratic. It is not Christian and democratic. Israel should be democratic, not Jewish and democratic. I will not accept at any case that he will be superior to me because he is Uzi and I am Ahmad. According to the new bill, Israel will be defined as the homeland of the Jewish people only. They are totally vanishing the history, the narrative, the existence.
Because it is right now the homeland of the Jewish people. I mean, that's what it was created for, right? That's what the Declaration of Independence says.
Even according to the Declaration of the Independence, and I have a lot of critique about it, there is a phrase talking about political rights for the Arab community. According to the new bill, even the equality, the word equality, was removed by Benjamin Netanyahu. According to the Israeli basic law, do you know, Christian, that there is no value of equality in the basic law of Israel? Always they are removing the value of equality. That's why in all fields of life there is a huge gap and discrimination between Jews and Arabs. Land allocation, budgets, education, employment, all fields of life. We are struggling in order to be equal, and we are not.
And I also understand that the initial draft of it, the very hard-line draft, negates Arabic as an official language and just gives it special status. How do you react to this? When Benjamin Netanyahu was asked why do we need this bill, he basically said, you, 20% of Israel, which is Arab, are trying to deny our national rights. They'd like to establish autonomy in the Negev around the Galilee. Those are areas, obviously, with large concentrations of Israeli Arabs.
I am the representative of this minority.
Is it true, or are you trying to...
He is misleading you and the whole international community and the Israeli public. We are demanding to be equal citizens with political and civic rights. We did not demand or ask about these things that Mr. Netnyahu is trying to frighten the Israeli public. We would like to have equal terms for two neighboring towns, Jewish and Arab. We want the civic citizenship will be equal, and we are not. A prime minister who in the last weeks is asking and demanding from Arabs to move to Gaza just because they are demonstrating against his policy. He is asking us, intimidating us, that our citizenship will be revoked because we were so much angry after shooting of Khairuddin Hamdan in Kfar Kana in the Galilee. He is saying so because the definition of Israel is Jewish, and Arabs are not being received or perceived as an equal citizen.
Why do you think this is all happening now? And what will this do to an already, as we've seen, very tense situation right now between Arabs and Jews?
There are 2 or 3 pyromaniacs in the Israeli cabinet.
Pyromaniacs?
Yeah. Naftali Bennett, Avigdor Lieberman, Benjamin Netanyahu is smelling elections soon, and he lost some votes to Naftali Bennett. We are the victims. These inflammatory declaration and bills are aimed mainly to bring back radical right voters to his camp, and we are paying the price. And the Israeli so-called democracy, which is not absolute democracy, it's a democracy for Jews. Ethnocracy, I even call it eudocracy. We are not there. We are the indigenous people. We were not came to Israel as an immigrants by plane or ship. We were born there. And we would like to be equal, and will never, never, never accept any superiority to any Israeli Jew just because he is Jew and I am Arab Palestinian. We were there.
Ahmed Tibi, thank you very much indeed for joining me.